Hey guys, it's Amber, and I am excited to share with you a walkthrough of my Montana album today. This is from 2018, and I love it. So this is a wood grain finish looking album from Becky Higgins with ProjectLife.com. It came out that year actually. Um, Love like the vibe it gives off for this album. So I have a lot of products in here that are from Scrapbook Customs that I was trying to incorporate that were Montana themed. So I have a sticker on the inside here because I knew this was the kind of album where this was going to have a permanent home. So getting started, I followed a really simple design formula. Some of this is Ali Edwards products, and I'll kind of explain as I go. This is just a blown up 12 by 12, printed this on my home printer, added Ali's digital word art for the state. This is a Eveleth font, and then a little tiny cork geotag for just a really simple. Love this photo. When I took it, I think I even knew that this was going to be like a cover photo. So just like most of my travel albums, I started out with a map on the back of the intro page. And these are all from Scrapbook Customs. The paper, the stickers, I added this little "We Are Here," popped up the map with the Montana highlighted in green there with some pop dots just for some variety, and this little camera photo sticker that says Montana just for a little triangle. Here I have our itinerary of our tickets printed out on the front and back because we had 2 flights that day. And here I have an itinerary that I created. So I shared some pictures of this in the Ali Edwards Facebook group, and it kind of blew up. Everyone really loved this, and I love it too. I love the way it came out. So this is, I believe, a Kelly Perky stamp here that I stamped and cut out with my punch. This is an Ali Edwards heart and chipboard piece, and then the same Eveleth font and Arial font, I believe. Kept it really simple, but just really basics of where we ate, our adventure that day. So I have like activity 1, activity 2, like 3, up to 6, and they're related to things that are on the pictures. And then on the back here, I have a 6 by 12 photo that I needed to incorporate. So this photo is from when we were already there, kind of before we arrived, because I needed somewhere to put it. And this is another Ali Edwards digital file popped up on pop dots. So my intro page here, this is from Echo Park, one of their stateside collections, I believe. And then I have some word strips from Ali that I ripped off here. This is all Ali stuff. Just really simple, some photos from the plane as we were flying, our traditional selfie, and then as we were arriving. So we flew into the airport, and then the resort picked us up in some vans. We had a really large group here. I think we had 18 couples for a really big trip. And so they picked us up in a couple vans, and these were some of the scenes along our drive. So this was a pleather circle, like stickery kind of thing that Ali came out with. I used all of them in this album, I believe. That was kind of fun. I used a lot of these word strip pieces as well. So just arriving at the ranch, and then here's another piece from that Echo Park paper with a little paper geotag. I actually cut it out from the same piece. This is the logo of the camp. And then instead of using like just a simple word, I found this "Gone Camping" fit perfectly into the Avery index tab paper there, and I did the same on the back. So here I used this morning, afternoon, evening just to describe where we were and what we were doing for like basics, and then another piece from that Echo Park collection. So we have a welcome letter from the camp, and then our itinerary. This is like a booklet that I tucked inside an 8.5 by 11 there. And I followed this very simple design formula for each day of the week. So I have these 6-inch tall cork pieces from Ali Edwards, and I think I traced like a plate or something to get this like 7 or 8-inch circle, added some Kelly Perky stickers, and then I also have a day of the week chipboard from Ali that was like one of the old Week in the Life sets, and then a fun patterned paper. So that was like a camping paper. And then I have a map from the resort, and then I added a little geotag and something that said "Here," just so you could kind of see. And then this sticker I also added, which it really matches perfectly. And one final little tiny piece I stuck in here that was from a booklet, and I just added a card to the back that I couldn't use anywhere else because it was a horizontal 3x4. So arriving at our cabin here, tent really. This was the camp that we were in, the name of the tent we were in, and then one of these patches from the Adventure Story kit back in the day. That was our view from the tent. And just pictures on the inside. This was actually a Studio Calico card that I cut in half. It was a 4x6 and I used it somewhere else on the album as well. And I found these glamping stickers, which were really fun. I can't think right now who made them off the top of my head, but they were really cute. I used them a few times throughout the album. So this was like super luxurious camping. Our bathroom had like heated floors and it was connected to the tent. It was pretty crazy. A lot of celebrities actually stayed there. In fact, Tyra Banks was there while we were there, staying in another campground. So some shots of the main camp area and another pattern paper here with another scrapbook customs piece popped up here. I blew up one of these photos of the two of us here, added the digital word art before I printed it, and then one tiny little chipboard. And then this was like a welcome party for our large group here. So I just added some pieces that showed like the weather. It was cloudy. I used that stamp again, another sticker, another word strip, and a tiny little piece of chipboard there that said party. And this was our first dinner. So like I said, we had 6 couples at each camp. So we were kind of split up from the rest of our main group, but we actually pushed our tables together. We ate like this every night and it was really fun. We had like a chef who created our food. So every night I took pictures of what we ate. Huckleberries are a really big deal in Montana. They grow everywhere. So a lot of meals had something to do with huckleberries. So just taking some pictures around the table. And then we also had a campfire. So we would sit at night, make s'mores, and sit around the fire. It was really beautiful. So here I have, these are some Kelly Perky cards. This is a Carrie Bradford stamp. It says "the more the merrier" around the campfire. Just using some fun stuff that has to do with camping and s'mores. Here's the other half of that Studio Calico card. Another Echo Park card that I thought went well because of the logo. And then this is from the Adventure Story kit and just kind of talked about, you know, our room and everything. So here we are on day 2. Did the same treatment. This is a 1 canoe 2 paper. And since I didn't have any photos I really needed to enlarge for the back of this, I actually just stuck all 6 photos right to the back of that photo, or the paper, I apologize. So this was a scene, like looking up from our bed, this was the light peeking through the tent lines, and I thought that was really cool and kind of matched this card here. Breakfast, reading by the campfire, and then our first activity. So I used these Adventure Story card circles from the Adventure Story kit, and I actually used the digital version and printed these out and used them as a way to make titles. I've journaled on them before in the past on like the physical copy. And here we went to, this was their spa area. So these are all little individual tents for like massages. So just taking pictures of the grounds and our spa service. And then here we were at dinner that night. That was kind of all we did all day. We just relaxed, napped, had a massage, ate dinner. More s'mores and campfire pictures. And then I actually did the exact same treatment on this card just for some similarities throughout the album, where I have another s'more card. I used another piece of chipboard and the same stamps on a different color and card. Then I have another 6x12 insert here with a cork piece from the 2018 travel collection with a photo from the view of the fire with like the tree and silhouette. Stayed really late at night there, so it was kind of a really cool view. Here I added a 6x8 insert page just because I only had a few photos that I wanted to include. And on the back here, I actually love this photo. It might be hard to see on the video, but you can actually see the scene through my boyfriend's cell phone. That's him taking a picture, and I just thought that came out really neat. So this was an alley card here that I just stamped, and I used a little sticker in this space and then did some journaling. And a Kelly Perky card, and then just a few more camping style cards and photos. This is another One Canoe 2 paper, I believe, showing like the view looking up at the sky with like the trees all around, and that kind of was what our view looked like. So I used all of these together, and we downloaded this app that showed us all the constellations, which was really fun. So then on the back of that, I used that as my day 3 opener. This is another One Canoe 2 paper. And then we went, and our big group activity together was out on this place called Salmon Lake. So it was a little tiny island in the middle of a lake that was shaped like a salmon. That's its name. So we were at this big cabin, and we had a big fire, and we went, so actually here I have a note saved for myself. Someone took a big group photo of everyone, and I'm waiting for a copy of it. But if not, I have this paperwork from one of the booklets and a photo of what the cabin looked like from above. So we had jet skis, and we were doing the water skis all around. That was really fun. It was crazy because it was like beautiful and sunny, and then it poured, and then it was beautiful and sunny again. Another 6x12 insert here. This is a digital copy of a piece of chipboard from the fabric kit, maybe, I think, that had the you and me, this is us. And then a picture of us that someone took, and this is a rubber piece from the 2018 collection. I really loved those. I used a couple of them in this album. So just some pictures of us, and another photo from the beginning of the book. Here I used 2 stamps from Allie that were from the Wild and the Adventure kit to combine them and make that title. And then our lunch with like a huckleberry panna cotta, and then a little bit of journaling on this card. Another 6x12 insert here with just some more photos. And one of the things I like to try to do is use the stuff that the hotel or the place you're staying will give you. So like this is their logo that I cut out and added just like as a little piece. And then I use this stamp. This is Wild and Free from the Wild Story kit for the Avery Index tab. This is from the Adventure Story kit, The Life Outside, and I added the Daily Adventure. A little cork arrow from the 2018 travel kit. So our adventure after that, we had 2 this day that were the way they were scheduled. So we went on the Blackfoot River, and we did whitewater rafting. And I really love these colors. They're really bright and fun. Used another one of these pleather stickers here. These are from the Adventure kit. This is from like Studio Calico, maybe Echo Park, I think, and then a Alley chipboard. So I had a waterproof camera with us, and I took a bunch of photos, but unfortunately it wasn't properly charged and it died really quickly. So as you can see here, I really played up the color of green for this layout, so you can kind of see everything together here. Bunch of cards here from Studio Calico. They had a travel kit that I used almost every card for this layout, including this one. Add a little bit of journaling, add a little chipboard, another chipboard here. Got some pictures of the group that was in front of us. Added another one of these rubber pieces in a 6x12 insert. And then this is, I don't think this is from the Adventure Story kit, but it might be. A printout of that, and blew that up with pop dots. Another little chipboard here that says This Ride. Really loved the way this layout came out. It's one of my favorites in the whole album. More pictures of us from our point of view. Got a little foggy, but still included them. And just really a fun adventure. It was freezing cold water. So I talk a lot about that. Our dinner that night with our big group. And another 6x12 insert here with just some extra photos of everything going on. Our evening, we went to visit one of the other camps, playing games and stuff, and then finished off with a enlarged One Canoe 2 paper. This was from the Season Story kit. It's like a plastic 3-inch circle. And my Day 4 story. This is another One Canoe 2 paper. And this might be Old Basic Gray, if I remember correctly. So our next day was just showing some more around camp kind of things. We had like breakfast pizza, pancakes. Actually, these are the best pancakes I've ever had. They were butterscotch and they were incredible. Our lunch that day, we got cowboy hats. We were joining in. Wandering around. We had eagles everywhere up there. So there's an eagle's nest in this photo here. Pictures of the rocks because they were really bright and fun. Went for a hike with one of my friends. And just using some more One Canoe 2, another one of those pleather stickers, some chipboard from Allie and a card, another chipboard. Then we went on a four-wheeling adventure, and we happened to pass some of the horses in the pasture here. So I used this horseshoe card from Kelly Perky. Lots of little themed cards about, you know, travel and adventuring and things. Here's another cork piece from the 2018 kit. And then here's our adventure 4. This is actually a see-through pocket here that I created on the back of a cork piece. It's probably about 2.5 inches or so. And then I put ATV rides. Luckily the guides were really awesome about taking pictures for us, which was really cool. So this, when we were on the ATVs, we went up to the top of this like mountain, and Lewis and Clark had written about this specific view in one of their journals, so that was really fun. Used another one of these rubber pieces for my 6x12 insert, and some patterned paper with a stamped icon on the back. I used this a few times in the album. So just some more pictures from the views and some journaling, and then getting back and having dinner with our big group. Then we had a big group karaoke night, and we had everyone over at our camp that time, so that was really fun. And used several Allie filler cards here, like the best times with you, thank you for all this, party time chipboard, and then we're moving on to day 5. So here I actually had a little space. I used this from the Wild Story stamp and stamped that right inside the little label space there. And I have a really enlarged 12x12 photo of us. We went on a horse ride. So this was a digital download from Allie a few years back. So I printed that out, trimmed it so that it kind of had 3 half circles going here. So here's my adventure 5 with riding horses. Cut another chipboard piece off to kind of reflect all that. And then this was from the 2018 Story Kit pad, and I added another chipboard. These are all from the Adventure Story Kit. And I kind of use them to play off of like the bright colors of the woods and everything. So an Allie card, not sure who made this one, but again, the guides who directed us were really awesome about taking tons of photos, sharing them with the group. This one's out of focus, but it's me by myself, and I love the way this came out. Added a cork piece from the 2018 kit, and then another pattern paper with I loved this adventure. And then here is just a lot of vertical photos of us riding, and another One Canoe 2 card, some chipboard pieces, another one of the pleather stickers, another One Canoe 2 card, I think that is 2, and then from the Lost and Found Story Kit from Allie Edwards. So keeping it really, really simple, extremely minimal embellishments, just playing off the colors in the cards and in the photos, and just showcasing them all. This is a Christine Heron card for Kelly Perky. Just added a little tiny puppy heart. Like I said, super, super simple. This I think was actually a 12x12 pattern paper that I trimmed this little piece out, and then I added the Explore on Pop Dots. And some pictures of us when we were all done. There's deer here, the horses in the background, and then just some pictures of us in our awesome cowboy hats. We loved our first couples massage so much that we went back and grabbed a second one. So just some more pictures of that. And then here we had a really big group dinner. This was like one of our last evenings that we had. So it was supposed to be outside. It was like really a lot of storms, and it was very cold, I think. So we moved everything to an inside barn that they had. Loved this photo. This was the perfect size for this kind of vertical shot. I wouldn't have been able to crop it this way in any other photo size, except maybe like an 8.5 by 11, but I really liked the way it came out. Added a chipboard heart and then a little chipboard here. These are some Allie cards and a rubber piece from one of her past kits. Another one of the pleather stickers. And then here we played like games inside. So that was our adventure 6, was the cowboy game. So we learned how to throw hatchets, we learned how to crack the whip. We already know how to shoot archery, but there was archery fun. Used this chipboard piece from the Learning Story Kit and the Teach Me. And then we got some big group photos of like all the girls, all the guys, and then everyone coupled up together. Then we took a few pictures outside where it was really beautiful. These are from the Gather Story Kit, just some awesome filler cards and chipboard pieces from Allie. From the Type Story Kit, this I think I did a digital version of, added a little puffy sticker, another blown up 12 by 12 of us together here, and then another heart card from die cut from Allie. And then day 6 was a really simple one because it's literally just us leaving to fly home, but I still wanted to include it anyway because it is the next day. So I used this plain paper, some more camping style cards that fit. I used these little emoji stickers of happy and sad because we were leaving. And then some shots from the plane again, some of our airplane ticket stuff. And then this last page, these were all cards that were left on our bed every night for turn down service. So I just saved them all, put them all together here so that you can see all the pictures. This is like a business card. And then on the back they have quotes. So just thought that was a nice way to wrap up that album. So really simple in its embellishments. I don't have a ton of like themes going throughout the album except for like, you know, how I treated each day, because the pictures are just so wildly different from the types of activities that we were doing. So I just went with what I thought, you know, would go fun, like, you know, tent paper with tents and things like that. I really played up all the camping products that I had in my stash, and really enjoyed the way that this album came together. So I hope you enjoyed looking at it, and I hope you were inspired to work on your own travel albums. Thanks so much. Bye.